we need to make the introduction.
Yeah.
So
Now, hello guys. This is the Okko-Style 2.0. We're at the Diamond League, ranking up to Masters. With me is Neoblade. Hello Neoblade.
hello guys, hello Mamba.
Now we got another CVP on Ruins of Saros. That's the second CVP on this map in a row.
Well, I like CVP, so I don't mind. It was a little bit distressing in the beginning, but it was the only close game we ever got at a ZVZ in Diamond League using the staircase step 4. But I think you now see it runs much smoother with a solid build order. It is not the best build order in the world, and it just should be safe in all the matchups, so it cannot be perfect for every matchup.
Yeah, it's just a safe and solid build order. Like, you will never see a pro using it. But especially to practice, it's perfect.
TLO told, I will quote him, just 1 second, and explain again what you see on the screen, because I will search for the quote TLO did. What I think was TLO is often concerned about StarCraft to low leagues, or that low league players enjoy playing StarCraft because the game is so important to him, and he says on Team Liquid, play like yourself, not like a pro. And
yeah, that's important.
And more as a little bit more specific, he says, let's say you're a Zerg and you're on 3 bases and struggle with macroing. You tend to float minerals and gas like it's nobody's business and get frustrated after another loss with 2,000 minerals unspent. Macro is hard, but it doesn't have to be. It's only hard because you want to play perfectly, but you aren't capable of doing so. So how can you make things easier? Do not entirely copy pro gamers. I find that very good statement by TLO. And we do not try to entirely copy pro gamers, we try to focus on macro and mechanics as Zerg. And you see, we only win games with it.
We must place that on creep.
Yeah, that's very true. Like, you should never try to copy pro gamers. Unless you're...
the gas?
we just took it now. Have to rebuild it once at the neutral.
Because you normally take it at 36 supply and it was 40 supply, I think. Right?
I took them too early.
Need too late.
I take them all the time. I take them at the same time.
No? 36 supply was the 2 base variant, right? 2 gas variant.
Yeah, 36. 36 is too early. If you take all of them at the same time.
Okay, I understand.
No, you take them. I'll check for the supply number after this game in the replay. But you take them. You take them after the second inject. After you spend the second inject with drones, then you take them.
Okay. This is a good second inject, take 4 gas.
Yeah. Oh, so after you spend the larva from your second inject.
Ah, okay. Not after your second inject, you do the second inject after you spend your second larva.
After your second larva
drones.
inject. Exactly.
builds a lot of gates, what does our opponent do?
We just send in a overseer. So we will find out very soon. And until then, we're gonna build
Overlord
roaches.
speed, link speed is started. Sorry to interrupt.
We'll start it later.
Okay.
Like, not before our push.
Okay.
Still too early. So he's moving out now with adapts, some robo. Let's see if he has a third base. It looks very much like a 3 base all in, 2 base all in. Oh no, he takes a third base. So our opponent does a more refined build order.
Which means he wants to harass with Warp Prism and Adepts, or what does he want to accomplish?
I think he just wants to push and then fall back to a third base. Sorry. Warps back everything, he recalls back everything. So we're gonna drone up our third base. And we will go and pressure him.
Not to get supply blocked.
We move away from those pylons. We grab a third base because our main is running low.
On base before. Okay. And we pressure the front.
Yeah,
Very
we're still
good.
multitasking our first push. He has not a single drone at his third base, so this looks good. I will build some more roaches because he's playing charge threats. And roaches are good against charge threats.
And the most important part in this pushes, we will show it in the replay as well, is his Warp Prism is at home, so if it's at home he cannot warp in Adepts in our main base or our bases. So our push did make damage, it scouted, and it prevented his Warp Prism from coming towards our bases.
I think we can just kill him, so I will build even more roaches.
Okay.
I will take to Hive as a follow-up, but I don't really think it's necessary. He pretty much 2 base all in does, like he got a third Nexus.
Just the disguise. We attack with 200 roach supply, right?
I think we attack now with +2 attack.
Okay.
Warp Prisma. So we'll create a second control group.
A second control using Ravagers, okay.
Node for the Warp Prisma. And my reinforcements stay at home now.
Okay, I understand. But what is your roaches and your reinforcements? Okay, I understand.
Our forces are under attack.
So I have a second hotkey group now right here to defend the Warp Prisma.
Yeah, okay, nice.
I'll use that.
Could build a little bit of static defense. I know the game is over very soon, but well, no, you don't need it. I'm sorry.
Mineral field.
The other hand.
GG.
Imba! Well, let's jump right into the replay. I think this was very straightforward.
this was the first time our push actually did a lot of damage against Protoss. Like I told you before, against Protoss. Oh wait, I'm gonna open the replay first.
Yeah. Otherwise, we will talk without
Yeah.
a background.
Against
Thank you very
Protoss,
much.
it's the hardest to make your push, like to do a lot of damage with your push. But in this game actually, we did a lot of damage. We sniped his third base. Oh no, we didn't, but we traded a lot of very well against his army.
Okay. You go into your in your vision, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So because I always talk about your vision, so it's important. Well, okay, let's fast forward. What impresses me is you scout with an overseer and you think it's a 2-base all-in, which it was actually, but he built a third base.
Yeah, it was just like he had a lot of gates, but he put down a third base behind it. That's why I thought he's actually a pretty decent player. Like many Protoss do that at the moment. They commit to on a 2-base push, but they have a third base to fall back on.
Okay. So if the 2-base pressure build does damage, they're ahead, and if it doesn't work, they can spend minerals on probes and get a 3-base economy.
Pause.
Pause,
Yeah.
sorry.
Just for the moment with the guys right now, yeah. So it just spent the second inject, and then you're at about 40 supply.
Yeah, I will
like
show it in
right
slow
now.
motion.
Right now, my second inject pops, and when your second inject pops, you build 4 geysers.
There are the drones. We have 28 drones, 16 at the main, 12 at the natural, and then we'll build 4 geysers. Okay, 40 supply, 52 in overlords, and 4 queens. Yeah, okay. I will remember that. Second inject pops. Drones are built, and then the geysers. I understand.
And then first one got to cast Lair. So always W Jumper Roach Warren. I think it's a good idea. Like I wasn't a fan of it before, but I think it's a good idea. When you have your Lair, then you should morph an overseer and scout your opponent.
You change your
Yeah.
Every game you change your mind about scouting.
No, yeah, the overseer is fine. I thought it's too advanced, but it certainly helps.
Yeah, and it's one of the biggest learning steps with the Okko-Style, or by Okko. Of course, he says if your lay is finished, move an overseer, and at first you just shift click it around the opponent's base, and if you have the APM for it, you drop a changeling as well.
Yeah, so we spotted he has no gases at this natural, and he has a lot of gates, like he has I think 8 gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 8 gates, so it's 8 gate charge.
9 gates actually.
9 gates?
And you just press T in my observer interface, and then you see all the buildings he has. 9 gates,
oh, yeah,
9 warp gates.
Because of our build order, we're actually very safe against this kind of pressure. Like this is a perfect counter of us, because we haven't drawn up our third base yet.
And very nice micro by him, very good reaction. But the problem is,
like, that was actually a really big mistake by him. Like he was not allowed to recall his War Prisma.
Why not?
Because when he recalls his War Prisma, he can't harass me anymore.
Okay, but
Like, he should
recall
have...
his army, because his army would have died.
Yeah, I mean, he can recall his army, but he's not allowed to recall his War Prisma.
Yeah, um,
Um,
I liked his recall of his army, not of his war prism. I just
Okay.
wanted to
Yeah.
point out that.
Mineral field.
It
And then we
was
do
a good
some...
decision to recall his army, that's what I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to say.
that was a good decision, but
But
with the War
right
Prisma...
now, his war prism at home, and I said in the game before that he now cannot harass us, which is important using his build order here.
I couldn't have pushed that hard if you wouldn't have recalled his War Prisma. Like, if you would have just picked up 4 Adepts and then fly the War Prisma to my main, I would have had to leave Roaches at home, like 4 Roaches at my main, 4 Roaches at my natural. I think I would stay entirely at home, because he could always warp in 8 Zealots, 8 charge slots, so I could not have counterattacked him.
Yeah, I'm totally agree. He needs the War Prism. We can do everything at home right now because his War Prism is not in our home, it's at his home. Well, again, okay, this was an important part of the puzzle of this replay.
It just he has in mind from his third base, so this is still pretty much a 2-base all-in. Like, now he starts work production again. And we spot that with the changeling on the top. Oh no. How did I see that? I think I saw it before that he was not mining.
Yeah.
Normally in the games before, I never built a lot of roaches. I prefer to tag up to Hydras and Ultras. But against just mass charge slots, a lot of roaches is the right answer.
So now you change the control groups, so you can defend against the War Prism at home.
Yeah, I mean, what you do in that situation is just you hotkey all your eggs, like the eggs that are in your army group, you hotkey them on a second group. So your reinforcements are gonna stay at home.
Mutation.
And he immediately retreats with his War Prism, or at least
I think
a
I
little
just
bit.
forgot about it.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Yeah, it stays.
Our army was way bigger because we accelerated our third base better, faster. Thus, our army is just better than his. Like, he has just charge slots, and we have roaches with 2/2.
That's totally right. And I want to pause the game at one piece. This last. I will switch to
Game paused.
in his main base at his natural. So he says imbalanced, which just is not true. He thinks that he did everything right, but he made a major mistake recalling his War Prism. He made a major mistake in cutting probes to defend our pressure. I think he should have at least built some probes started mining from his third base much sooner. Am I right?
Yeah, I think it just, yeah, like 2 very big mistakes, like recalling the War Prisma, plus not droning up his third base.
Yes, and he cannot win a game with 37 probes against 65 drones and an income like 900 and 1,000, and we have the double of his income.
Yeah.
So this unit composition is not imbalanced, not at all, because our macro is way better than his. So we can just trade stuff all the time, and he cannot get a 4th or 5th axis up. So he Well, we can just prevent him from macroing any further.
Yeah, I mean, if you check his third base, he has mined 60 minerals, 110, 100, 200, 300, like, he mined about 400 minerals from his third base. That's it.
We check our base, and we are almost not at half, but percent mined out at our third base, and we are mining from our fourth base as well right now.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah,
we round up our third base pretty quickly.
And we took a fifth as well. He never got near a fourth or a fifth base. This game is about macro. It's important you understand it. If you should understand this important point, or this important statement in the staircase. But if you didn't, you should definitely understand it now.
Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of videos in the with the staircase, and yeah, I mean, it's basically the same. It's just you have so much more stuff. Now it's just also that your stuff is more efficient now. Like Link Queen just wasn't that efficient, but because macro is so important, even Link Queen, it's enough to win games and up to Diamond League. Like, it's just so important in StarCraft to just have a lot of units. It's more important than anything else.
Yeah.
Game resumed.
I think so too. So, thank you, Mamba, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, see you guys.
Okay, this should be it.
Jo.
Kannst du die Videos gerade noch kontrollieren?
Ja, mach ich.